Hey all brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to Satisfactory. So I've been busy, as per usual. All of the constructors are in place, they're all connected with inputs and outputs. The only thing I haven't done is sort out the power. All the recipes have been done as well. The way I've set this up, I think I probably mentioned this in the last episode, was each miner, or each of these kind of columns, towers, however you want to put it, is holding 26 constructors, and each miner is going to be feeding one tower each. I still need to finish dismantling this lot as well, so that I'll probably get to once this episode's all wrapped up. So we've got all that sorted. Everything's all kind of being split off and sent off in various different directions. So we've got Mark 5 belt feeding into each side, splits here 3 ways, and it all just goes off to the various different floors. So it's all looking rather nice. I think it looks pretty damn good. But the big part of all of this, of course, is now over here. Well, we've got all the manufacturers. This is all set up with 3 floors of a total of 40 manufacturers. It's taken quite a while to get all this set up, mostly just getting all of the resources, because, yeah, it's a lot of heavy modular frames, motors, computers, lots of cable. But it's all in place, and I'm going to do a similar thing. Each of these towers is going to output onto a single belt, or a single belt each, and then they'll feed one side of all of this each. So we'll have like the 20 that are on from this side over this way will get fed by one tower, and then the 20 on that side will get fed by another. So I've rounded it down to 40 machines. We were able to support 41, but I decided, no, we'll dial it down a little bit. But, yeah, alternate crystal oscillator recipe. That is what we're looking at. We need 3 inputs for each machine. And I've got to set all of the recipes on everything, so give me a moment while I maybe not do all of them, but I'll certainly do at least this floor so we can start figuring out how we're going to do the belts, because that's going to be the tricky business. So what I've done down here, normally I would leave this kind of underbelly space with like a this kind of height, I think. Was it this height? No, it wasn't. It was always a 4 meter, wasn't it? Just to make sure that we'd got additional space. So I've left it the same. For some reason I thought I'd done more, but I didn't. So there's that. So things are off to a great start already. But, right, I've got to figure out how all of this stuff is gonna feed in. I don't need my flashlight at the moment, because it is daytime, and I can see. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I mean, the AI limiter isn't going to be a problem, because I worked out, like, I've got a little thing on this bit of paper here. Yeah, I have covered my address. That's good. It's an envelope. Not that you're going to see anyway. But I've worked out how much I need of everything, and to feed this entire thing, I barely need more than half of a Mark 1 belt of AI limiters. I need 36.9 a minute, which is not much. I mean, I don't even think it's that much. It's 8 assemblers worth. But yeah, we'll go from there in a bit. I want to sort out all of the inputs for this, and then we're going to head off to one of the oil, probably oil 1. We'll change over what we're doing down there to kind of accommodate, the production of more rubber, plastic, any other stuff we need, circuit boards, and then AI limiters. So we're going with as many alternate recipes as we can on this. Not all of them, according to the Satisfactory wiki, the standard plastic recipe is the more efficient one. The alternate one uses more machines, and I think more resources, so there's not really much point in doing it. But it's not going to be too much of an issue to sort out all of the inputs on this. So the question is, how do we input everything? And that is something that I really haven't thought about all that much. So what might be the best way of doing this? And part of me is thinking maybe I should have made this like 6 meters high, because then I could have like more conveyor stackers, or more conveyors layered on top of each other, so we could just kind of like split them off and input them directly. Maybe that would have been the better idea, but now that I've already kind of built all of this, I don't want to have to tear it down and do it all again, so we're going to have to get clever. So let's just get some Mark 1 conveyor lifts in for now, and we'll just do things like this and see what option's going to be best. So this will be slap bang in the middle, and I think this might be where I bring the quartz crystal. We'll just use Mark 1 belts to kind of build everything out for now. We'll have to upgrade the belts as we go. We'll do it like this. And to start with, we'll just get a splitter and plop that in there. So we can have that feed in over there, and you feed in over there. Now it's going to be a question of where does the rest come in. So I might do the rest like floor level. Let's see how this can work. Because we've got plenty of room down here, like underneath this, to play around with, because the manufacturers are fucking huge. And yeah, it's not a big problem to go about having room to work. If any of that statement made sense. And in fact, what I could probably do would be just something like that. So you can go in there, and this could go up and over like that, and that can go up like that. And the belts can just weave over each other, essentially. And it's not massively clean or elegant, but I think I kind of like the way it works. So, yeah, this is how we're going to do it. And damn it, I'm out of iron plate. That's alright. Let me figure out how much of each material is going on this floor, and we can upgrade the belts as necessary. Right, I could get away with Mark 3 belts, but I'm going to use Mark 4, just because I kind of prefer them. That'll do for that bit. I think feeding into the machines, I'm going to use Mark 1s. We'll just go Mark 4 along all this stuff. Get all that out of the way as well. Mark 4s for the main input lines, and then Mark 1s going off to the actual machines. That seems like a fine way of doing things. Probably still won't have enough iron plate to be able to finish this, but fuck it. Yeah, there's not enough iron plate here. Yeah, I'm going to have to head back. But general idea of things is kind of happening, so that's good. When I come back with some more iron plate, I'll try and connect all of these constructors up. I also need to redistribute all of the quartz crystal and the raw quartz that I'd mined and kind of converted or processed. So we'll faff around with that a little bit. Once we come back, let's go and grab some materials. Okay, let me sort out the belts coming in around this side, or when they're gonna split and do stuff over here first, because I want to set them up in a similar way to what I've done with the constructors. So get that like that. Actually, we'll put one there. Put that one there for now. Or should I should start putting the lifts in on this side, so I can at least get started with where these belts are going to split and diverge and all that sort of stuff. I'm making some sort of sense in my head, but at the moment it's just a bunch of garbled nonsense. Split there. Yeah. Now we'll send this one all the way up to the top. Whoop. God, it's taking a lot of fuel to get me up here. Whoop. Yeah, that's fine. Spin that around like that. Ooh, there it is. Ooh, okay. Oh, in fact, yeah, that's not a bad idea. If I direct it inwards... might look a little more compact. Not that space is a thing that I really need to worry about here, but... you know, sake of consistency and all that sort of nonsense. So if I do like that, then... belt has an invalid shape. Fine. Do it like this. That's a valid shape. Lovely. And you come in like that. There we go. That's one set of the inputs all sorted. Somewhat. I'll have this lot fed by... not that tower, the one that's on the other side of all this. I've got to figure out where the belts are going to come in from first. If we do like that, and then we can run the other belt along under here, that should be fine. If I go along here, then we could just run this down the centre. Mark IV conveyors are going to be more than enough for this. Because while we are going to be outputting a full Mark V belt worth of quartz crystal, we're not actually going to be throwing it all onto one line. So, yeah, it should be fine. But I might try and do like an opposite version of what the splitters are doing here. So, if I were to bring... I'll just do this on a Mark I belt for now. Actually, let's get a merger in here. Going that way. And how much are we outputting? This is going to be 150. So, fuck it, Mark IV belt. Oh, actually. No, I didn't mean to do that. That's going on Mark V, so... we'll bring it down to Mark IV, because we don't need a Mark V. We should be trying to save this aluminium, because we're going to need it for other things. Connect you like that. And then... we could do like a reverse thing, going up this way. And then... yeah, this one might be slightly awkward. Just because the roof comes in a little bit further over this way. What I might do... bring this out here for now. Oh, don't need to go that far. I'll just put this in to get the height right. Do it like that. And then... tear that out. What I might do would be... say, just put some stackers in just to make it look... believable that it's standing. So I'm probably going to do something with this rooftop anyway. Yeah, that should be fine. Although, yeah, I need to turn down the belts on this bit as well. There we go. This side, pretty much sorted. And I actually really like the way that that's all kind of coming together. Looks damn good. Okay, we need to come back up. Thank you. And we'll go up there. Put the flashlight back on now, because I actually need it. Yeah, that'll do the trick. I could probably put all this aluminium plate back, because I'm not going to be using it. Is there room in the car for it? I think the car might be a bit full of fuel. Yeah, I do want these, though. Any encased industrial beams can go back upon my person. But all the aluminium sheet can go into storage, because I'm not going to be using it on this build. Which is nice, you know, saving some of the more expensive resources. It's always good. So that's got one side sorted. Sort of. Obviously I've got all the rest of the belts under here to sort out. I can put in the rest of these lifts. Yeah, this thing I couldn't blow up, so it's kind of in the way. I did try. Nobelisks just don't affect it, so that's a bit of a shame. Nature is encroaching on my factory, and I do not approve. Alright, so all of the lifts in place for this floor. Try and get the rest in up here as well. Right. What's likely to happen from here, I think, will be... I'll spend another good chunk of time off camera. Good God, come on, can we load in? I'll probably end up spending another chunk of time off camera, finishing up the infrastructure for this place. Getting all of the inputs and everything from constructors to manufacturers all sorted. I'm not going to sort out the train stations just yet. I want to get everything from miners to these sorted, and then once that's done we'll head off to an oil outpost to go and sort out the production over there. We'll come back when everything's all kind of in place, because obviously I've still got to sort out the rails to actually get over here, and then figure out whether... Oh, the fucking slugs over there. I kept spotting that while I was building all of this, and I was like, I'll go and get that in a minute. I'll go and get it in a minute. Didn't I go and get it? No, I fucking didn't. Now I got it. But I do want to try and expand what the rail network is doing, like various different directions that it can be going. So we'll sort out this sort of stuff first. And then we just kind of take it from there, really. Work on it in stages, and hopefully it will set us up for new expansions in the future once we've got more rails around the place. I'm thinking it's going to be good. It would be nice to start getting back to doing a little bit more kind of decorative stuff as well. Getting these outposts like all closed in with walls and gates and garages and all that kind of stuff. It would be nice to really kind of make the place look a little bit more unique, as opposed to just, here's a bunch of machinery on floating platforms. That's believable, isn't it? I'm going to finish trying to get the inputs in for this floor at the very least. Or for this side of everything. I want to make sure everything kind of matches up as well, so it's making sure everything's all in the right spot, so it all looks as symmetrical from floor to floor as possible. Oh, I massively put this one in the wrong spot, didn't I? There's a massive wonk on that one. Alright, that's this floor just about done. It's going to be kind of tricky splitting out the other resources that are going to have to come in. So if I'm going to try and do things this way, because they're kind of going to encroach on each other. So I may need to find a different way of doing those materials, but otherwise, most things should be okay. Okay, it's all looking good. This side of it, the whole setup is nearly done. Still going to be a lot more to do. It's going to be fun to figure out what I'm going to do down at Oil 1. Because we haven't really done any development down that way in quite a while. Right, let's just get the last of these belts in, and we can probably consider this a good job well done. Oh, I forgot about that bit. Hang on. There we go. Nice. One thing I do want to try and work out. I want to work out the power requirements for this place. Okay, I can't quite work out what the miners are going to be requiring as far as power goes, but just the constructors and the manufacturers we're going to be using nearly 2,500 megawatts. So there's going to be quite a drain on the power once things get online. That being said, this whole place isn't going to be running at full efficiency until I get Mark III miners sorted. But all the belts for at least half of this stuff are all sorted for certain materials. What I'm going to do is try and finish up the other side and then split out the kind of quartz crystal that's already been processed so that it can get onto the belts and closer to the machines and all that sort of stuff. I don't know where I left those containers. I think they're over there. And then connect all this stuff up as well. Then I'll sort out power connections, rest of the recipes, all that sort of stuff. And then I think next episode we'll head back over to Oil 1 and we'll start sorting out the processing and production for things like rubber, plastic, circuit boards, and AI limiters. So there's more to do, but it should be a good fun process. But for now, I'll wrap this episode up here, and just say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the playlist on the channel for more Let's Plays and metal covers. Give this video a like or a comment just to leave your thoughts. And if you wish to join the ever-growing ranks of the Order of the Shield, subscribe on YouTube, chuck me a follow over on Twitch, or maybe even consider checking out my Patreon to becoming an officer within the ranks. So thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meat Shield, signing off. Oh, okay. Oh, balance, balance, balance. We're good. We're good. We're good. Boot.